Morsel. I hope you've enjoyed a bit of a break. I know that I've not been around for a little while and getting stuck back into bringing these marketing morsels. Thank you if you're one of those people who has emailed me to say that you're missing the marketing morsels and when are they coming back. You'll see when this is embedded and you found out about this, that the marketing morsel actually has a new home and more to follow on explaining that very shortly. But here we are. 2015 is well underway. We are now in the second week of February, and really I hope that you've already kicked some great goals. I hope that you've already had some good success, and I hope that you're looking forward to an amazing year in 2015. I know I am. I have one of those 0 birthdays this year, and I'm also planning my trip over to England to see family and to see the Rugby World Cup. So those are a couple of big things on my horizon this year. I'd love to hear what's going on for you. Feel free to send me an email or pop a comment. I always like to know what's going on. Well, today we are looking at relationships. We're starting a new series. It's going to go for today and then the next 4 weeks, looking at some pointers around building relationships in business. Now, you've heard before, I'm not telling you anything new when I tell you that it's important to build relationships in your business, and that's what's going to lead to success. But when it comes to marketing our business, when it comes to sales, when it comes to all of these things, it is vitally important that we build relationships, but all of us do relationships differently. And I even look at my husband and I'm quite good at that, sort of getting out there, meeting people when we're networking, and quite sociable with people. My husband is absolutely excellent at the follow-ups, making sure that everything is running smoothly on the jobs that he's referred on, and just keeping everybody happy ongoing. I'm not so great at that. And so we all do relationships in our own way. And so it's really, really important that we understand that. So what I'm going to do today is just introduce a few principles, and then over the next few weeks, I'm going to dig deeper into those principles and look at how those different personality types, those different ideas, can really make the most of these strategies that make sense to you. So when you build in a relationship in your business, the goal is that you build a community of people wanting to buy from you, that you build your business through more sales. Now, that may be bringing more people in to sell to, that may be selling more to your existing client base. Either way is fine, but it's all about that. That's the outcome that we're looking for. Now, with any relationship that you have in your life, whether that's personal, whether that's business, there's always an outcome that you want. And do you know what? The principles, it's the same, no matter what the outcome is. Whether it's a romantic relationship, whether it's a relationship with a friend, whether it is a business relationship, these principles that we're going to talk about apply across all of them. Now, I'm not saying that I'm a relationship counselor or anything else. I just want to point out that we're used to these things. These are not things that are brand new and completely different that we've got to bring into our business. So the 4 principles that we're going to be looking at. The first one is it's important to make people feel special. Now, that might seem obvious when you're thinking about a romantic relationship. You don't want to be one of many in that crowd. You want to be the one and only. But you know what? Your customers, your prospects, they want to feel like they're the one and only as well. I never say it in quite those many words, but next week we're going to dig into exactly what that looks like. Then we're going to move into don't be a stranger. A relationship is not something that happens once a year, once every 6 months. I had a phone call on Friday last week, a real estate agent, and I'm not saying anything bad about real estate agents, that just happened to be who this phone call was from. Now, I have no idea when I met this person. In fact, I didn't meet that particular person because he told me that he was new to the office. Not heard from them in months, just didn't remember the name at all. And he said, oh, yes, we've been communicating with you. And I said, I don't think that you have. And they actually had a very old email address for me, besides the fact that I hadn't ever requested to receive anything from them via email. But then all of a sudden, he called me up and wanted my business and wanted referrals from me. He was a stranger to me. That's no relationship in business. I have, plenty of real estate agents that I have relationships with that I would refer business to. So you need to not be a stranger. The third thing is that a relationship is all about support and social. And those two things kind of tie in together. In business, we tend to think that it has to be all business, that it has to be that we are in a sales relationship, we're in an information and education relationship, all of these kind of quite formal things to do with business. But you know what? As in any other area of your life, as in your friendships, it's about support and it's about social. And we'll look a bit more at that in a couple of weeks. And then finally, selling is normal. Now, you might think that goes against what I've just said about the support and social, and you might think that that goes against what we're saying in terms of a business relationship being the same as all other relationships. But I'm going to put it to you that sales is a normal part of life, no matter what relationship you're in. Think about it. With your husband, wife, partner, whatever your living arrangement might be, you need to sell that it's a good idea to clean the house, that it's a good idea to put the bins out, or they need to sell it to you. We're selling all the time, making the time to go to the movies, making the time to go out for lunch. We might not be selling for monetary value, but we're still selling, and selling really is quite normal. So again, we're going to look at that one in more detail in a few weeks. So for now, I just want you to start to think about what you're doing. What are you doing to build relationships in your business? What are the things that you're doing on a daily basis that are either hurting or helping a relationship? And just start to think about what are you doing in your other relationships that you can cross over into your business. I'll be back next week with another marketing morsel. For now, have a fabulous week. Put your thinking caps on. Let me know what you come up with. I'll see you next week. Ruth Thurtle, Business Results Catalyst.